And the White House said it's making this move to close the Russian consulate here in Seattle due to its proximity to a submarine base in our region and also proximity to Boeing. They didn't give many details beyond that, but administration officials believe this sends a clear signal, particularly here on the West Coast. Keep in mind, San Francisco's consulate was shut down in late August. Seattle's will have to close by April 2nd.
Be a fly on the wall in that consulate.
A consulate now in the process of closing after orders Monday morning from the White House to shut down Seattle's Russian consulate, an office located on the 25th floor of One Union Square downtown, as well as expel 60 Russian intelligence officers, giving them a week to get out.
One can only imagine the secrets that are in that, in that consulate, and they're probably going to do what they did in San Francisco, which is burn what they can't take, destroy what they can't take, because after 7 days, I am sure the FBI and the intelligence community is going to go through that building with a fine-tooth comb.
And Naveed Jamali, a former FBI double agent working against Russian military intelligence, says the action today by the United States and 14 European nations sends a strong and unified message to Russia.
The goal here is to avoid escalation. Now, I don't think the Russians were caught by surprise. Usually the way that this happens is they're given prior notice, and one would hope that this ends it and doesn't go for tit for tat. But, the Russians, depending on how they feel about this, they may react and do something that would escalate the situation.
While Russia is already vowing to retaliate, members of Congress are calling the expulsions the right move in response to Russia's alleged poisoning of a former Russian spy in Britain. Washington Congressman Derek Kilmer co-chairs the UK caucus.
I think the step today is an important step to suggest that, one, we take these threats seriously, and two, that we stand with our allies. The fact that the Russians have engaged in meddling in our elections, the fact that they have spies in various countries, including ours and others around the world, I think showing that those actions have consequences is an important step.
But lawmakers say it cannot be the only step. When Congressman Kilmer returns to D.C., he says he'll be pushing for bills to try to bolster cybersecurity and also protect against future election meddling and interference.
I think this is something that requires action. The reality is we have an election coming up, and maintaining the integrity of American elections, I think, should absolutely be a priority.
And we'll be posting extended footage from that interview online about his cybersecurity proposal and why he believes the National Guard, including the Washington State National Guard, should be involved with that.